Two cars, both Telluride. One is the SX trim, comparison to the S trim all-wheel drive. In this video, we're gonna be talking about both. Check these two cars out real quick. Comparison video here at Vagabond Builds. Let's go ahead and bring this video over to you guys. As mentioned, we're gonna be talking about two Kia Tellurides, 2023s, one being the SX trim and one being the S all-wheel drive trim. But before we even start this comparison video, there are two buttons we'd like you guys to push because it is not a sponsored video and we truly appreciate your guys' support here at Vagabond Builds. Tap that like button, subscribe to our channel if you do like our content. Also, a special shout out and a thank you to Roseville Kia here at the Roseville Auto Mall for providing us both of these beautiful Kias for this comparison video. Also, if you have something for us to film, here's our email below. Email us, we could talk details later. And stay tuned, keep watching. We're dropping those MSRP stickers so you guys get an idea of exactly what comes on these cars, everybody. Now let's go ahead and talk Kia Telluride. So let's talk specs on these Kia Tellurides. And the reason we popped one hood open is because they have the same exact engine at that 3.8 liter V6 gas direct injection naturally aspirated engine with the 8-speed automatic transmission, bringing forth to you 291 horsepower with 262 pounds-feet of torque. On the SX trim, which is a front-wheel drive standard, MPG is 20 city, 26 highway, and a 23 combined. Both have 18.8 gallon gas tank sizes. If we go over to the all-wheel drive, what changes with the all-wheel drive is the gas mileage goes to 18 city, 24 highway, and a 21 combined on the gas mileage, everybody. Now let's go ahead and close this hood and talk major differences from SX to S all-wheel drive. And right off the bat, what are the differences on the front end? The front end, the S does not come with the front camera, no bumper sensors, and no LED front fog lights. Let's go ahead and show you guys that here. Front cameras here integrated on the SX right under the Kia sign. You have the bumper sensors, all right? And then the LED fog lights right here, okay? So that's pretty much main differences of the front. Both come with the LED headlight system and the same kind of color schemes from grills, the lower grill and the upper grill. Let's go ahead and head over to the side. Now, sides, differences, all-wheel drive rim to the SX. Now, this S is an all-wheel drive, so it's gonna have different add-ons from a regular S. Just keep an eye out for that. But this is a 245/50/20, and they're running the Pirelli Scorpion tire zeros. Very good tire on this S all-wheel drive, all right? In that dual color black gloss with the machine surface silver. Come over to the SX, same color scheme, just different look on the rim itself, and that is a 245/50/20 Pirelli Scorpion Zeros, also all season tires, both the same tires. Now, another thing that's different, again, the side mirrors. On the SX, you have the automatic foldable side mirror with the 360 camera system that you don't get on the S. No foldable and no 360 camera system. Let's move forward. Difference also is the door handles. You have this little kind of push square button and then the keyless fob entry, kind of touch sensitive look on the SX. So the SX being top trim. Now let's go ahead and head over to the rear and show you guys some differences on the rear. So before we head over to the rear end, just wanted to mention to you guys before I forget, are these optional add-on roof rails. Okay, so these do not come with the SX. If you guys ask us, the roof rails are both on the Tellurides themselves going along with the car. Now, a little bit about the length, width, and height. Length being 191, the width being 78, and the height being 71 inches on both cars, okay? So dimensions are completely the same. What's different on the back end right off the bat? Your backup light is not here on the SX. The backup light is here, all right? To where if we go ahead and shoot over to the S backup light is here, but no extra lighting here, okay? But overall, similar in the bumper sensors, the backup camera is right here on both for the Tellurides. Another difference is if we go ahead and head over into the cargo area, the S is a manual open lid. You have to open it manually. And the SX has the very convenient feature of a automatic tailgate lift, okay? That is a very convenient feature to have. So that brings us to the cargo area. On both cargo areas, you have the same exact numbers, and that is 21 cubic feet with the third row seat up. If we drop the third row seat down, 46 cubic feet. And if we drop both row seats, you get 87 cubic feet of space total in both cars. Also, both come, when fully equipped, up to about 5,500 pounds of towing capacity for people who would like to know if they want to tow like a jet ski or something like that. Let's go ahead and drop this button, and you get that automatic tailgate, okay? Let's go ahead and show you guys a little bit about what it looks like. Now, there was stuff back there, so that's why I didn't do it, but overall, the same exact idea. You have some personal room here. Let's go ahead and lift this. That is the cover for this. It's just kind of offset. You have a spare tire with your tire situation going on the left. All right, 60-40 seating and some hooks and tie downs. With your second row buttons, you can go ahead and bunny hop those forward just like that. And if we go ahead and drop these seats, this is what it looks like, okay? Now we're pretty much done with the exterior differences right off the bat. Some cargo room. Let's go ahead and jump inside the interior. So let's talk major differences of interior. Sitting in the SX trim right now, right off the bat, I want to bring these differences to you, everybody. Starting with the door panel, you have three differences. You have the two memory seating buttons, the automatic foldable side mirror buttons, and the premium Harman Kardon sound system inside the SX, being the higher trim. On the left-hand side of the manual steering column of this SX, you get the only difference that you have from the S all-wheel drive over to the SX is this liftgate hold button, because the SX comes with that automatic liftgate. Now, another thing up top, you get that second panoramic glass tilt and slide sunroof option on the SX. If we go ahead and continue forward, we drop down over to the ventilated seats. All right, difference is SX comes with ventilation seats, where the S does not come with the ventilation seats, all right? For people who'd like to know, both do come with wireless charging pad, USB-C and USB-A plugins with your 12-volt outlet, all right? Another thing that is different, this is all similar, but we go ahead and press that camera button and you get 360 view, bird's eye view around your car, and you can change the angle on the rear end of that camera system, okay? The seats themselves, the SX come with a leather trim on the seating with a perforated, beautiful look, to where the S comes with that Syntex trim seating system, all right? That is also different. And to finish off, the drive mode itself, because it's not an all-wheel drive, this is a standard front-wheel drive SX. The all-wheel drive comes with an extra drive mode. Here you get four. You get Smart, Eco, Comfort, and Sport, to where the SX all-wheel drive adds one, and that is Snow, because you have the all-wheel drive system. And my best advice to anybody would be get the all-wheel drive system. But that is pretty much it, everybody. Overall, what do you guys think about the door panels, the interior look of these 2023 Tellurides? Leather wrap steering wheel, controls for your windshield wipers and your signal lights, piano black trim all around with the silver coming together with that wood look. It is not natural grain wood, for anybody who'd like to know, but very nice and sleek design. You get the dual climate controls up in the front, and you have a tri-zone climate control in the back. Very cool look on these Tellurides. Everybody, this is the first row seating. Let's go ahead and show you second and third row seating of the SX Telluride. Now sitting on the second row of the SX trim, and what do we have different right off the bat? Sun visor on the door panel, to where the S does not get the sun visor. The Harman Kardon premium sound system here on the back or the rear doors, okay? But overall, the captain seating is the same from the S all-wheel drive over to the SX. Pockets on the back of the front seats, USB-C plugins on both, and that simple 12-volt outlet, 180 watt, and back the rear of that center console, okay? Now, same look coming in over from the front to the back on the SX. in the captain seating. They both do come electric controlled seating, the S and the SX, all right? Something that's different also is, remember, like I mentioned from the front, the glass. You don't have this glass on the S. This is very nice and convenient, kind of gets you in tune with what's going on the outside world, all right? Let's go ahead and control these seats. This is a manual if you want to move it forward, or if you want to bunny hop this by that button, or there's another button on the side, and we're gonna go ahead and shoot over to the third row seating. Now I'm about 6 feet 2 inches, everybody. The second row is clear. The third row seating is a little bit more tight. Let's go ahead, if we go ahead and maneuver that, and we change that backrest angle, you do get space, but of course it's going to be a little bit more challenging on the waist and the shoulder area if there's 3 people sitting back here. So typically if you want a comfortable 2 people, you can control these backrests from these little belts here. Come up with it or go down, all right? Cup holders on the right and the left of both with your USB-Cs, and that is also on the S and the SX, okay? So not much different on the third row seating. Up top, if you got some animals, some vents, that is also similar from the SX to the S all-wheel drive. But overall, this is the SX. Let's go ahead and jump inside the S and give you guys a quick look of what that looks like on the inside also. Now sitting on the interior of the S all-wheel drive trim, and again, like I mentioned from the SX, the 3 differences: no memory seating, no button for that automatic foldable side mirror, and no Harman Kardon, to where this is the SX and this comes with it, okay? Also on the left-hand side of that manual steering column, 1 button added on the SX, to where the S doesn't have that automatic tailgate lift stop button. So this is the S and this is the SX difference. Moving forward, up top, the S, no glass up top, no tilt or slide sunroof or panoramic second glass on this over the second row. The SX has this glass, beautiful look on the SX. Continuing, ventilation seats right here. The S comes ventilation, no ventilation, and the SX come ventilation. Same exact look with the temperature and all that good stuff. Piano black trim, USB-C, USB-A plugins with the wireless charging on the S. But what's slightly different is the camera button here on the S, no on the S, and the SX has the camera button. Along with the difference in the drive mode knobs, you get the extra in the snow, and it also stipulates which mode you're in here with the cluster itself. So 2 different places where it literally stipulates where you're at, okay? You also have the locker button. This is all-wheel drive special, where you're getting the locker system option. Very cool, to where the SX is front-wheel drive, so you don't have that, okay? Now, some look on the inside interior of the cubby room, removable tray. The seats come Syntex wrapped, no leather on this. The only leather you get is on the steering wheel. The seating himself, this is manual controlled passenger with electric control driver on the S, to where on the SX, you have both front seats that are electric controlled, okay? So that was pretty much the differences with regards to the S all-wheel drive compared to the SX. That's the front side. Let's go ahead and shoot over to the second and third row seating here too. Now second row seating of the S all-wheel drive, and again, everybody, the S does not come with the sun visors on the back doors, to where the SX get the sun visors. Also, the speakers on the S are the standard Telluride speakers, to where the SX have the Harman Kardon. But in comparison, literally similar with the pockets, the USB-C plugins, the rear of that center console, the captain's seating with the armrest. Remember the glass you don't have on the S, to where the SX comes with the glass, everybody, okay? Now, third row seating, I'm not even gonna waste my time going back there, but it's literally the same exact with the USB-C plug-in on the right and the left, cup holder, and those seats do come option of changing that backrest angle, okay? So now, as promised, here's the MSRP sticker to the SX and exactly what comes on it. And here's the MSRP sticker to the S all-wheel drive trim. Let me know if you guys have any comments, questions, concerns. Leave in the comment section below. We'll try to get back to you guys as best as possible. Hopefully our video was really helpful to you guys. Thanks so much for watching our channel here at Vagabond Builds. Stay tuned. We have more cool things coming. God bless you.